Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Vanguard65 that was sent over by Keyfront themselves for my honest review. Now, just full enclosure, this is a prototype unit, so some things may change on the final unit. But with that being said, this keyboard will start off at a price of $274.99, include a polycarbonate plate, a hotspot PCB, a weight, foam dampening kit which includes case and plate foam, a choice of a polycarbonate or aluminum bottom, and an option to engrave slider notches to the left side of the keyboard. The group buy starts May 24th and ends June 24th, and the delivery date is set for Q4 of this year. The cool thing about this keyboard is not only does it have a knob, but it also features a slider. So the slider is a MIDI controller, so you can use it on any DAW or any app that basically supports MIDI in general. So some people have been using it for plugins on Twitch, OBS, Discord, Wave XLR, Philips Hue, Nanoleaf, etc. And you have so many options to choose from with this really nice feature that I haven't really seen on any other keyboard other than this one. But of course, if you didn't want to go through all that trouble, you can easily just use it to control the RGB brightness and layer shifting within VIA. The pricing is a bit high, but I do think you get what you pay for. The only thing I'm not really happy about when it comes to the price aspect of things, I really wish they let you choose the plate instead of having you purchase an extra one if you did not want the polycarbonate plate. Now, another thing that's sadly not included in this keyboard kit is the fact that it does not include stabilizers. Now, I know some people prefer their specific stabilizers that they want to use, but for those people who don't want to make an extra purchase, it would have been nice to have seen some included. With that being said, there are 4 different color options to choose from. There's forest green, black, white, and ruby star purple. The one I have here today is the white variant with the polycarbonate bottom. The box they sent it in isn't really going to be the final product, I'm assuming, so we're not going to do a real unboxing here, but they did include a polycarbonate plate, a carbon fiber plate, the case and plate foam, the keyboard itself, and all the screws and knobs I'll need. The switches I'll be using for this keyboard are the Akko CS Cream Blue Pro switches. These haven't been lubed. I didn't really get the time to, but I still think they feel very nice and sound pretty good too, so that's what I'll be using. When it comes to keycaps, I'll be using the Swag Keys Cat PBT keycap set, and for the people that keep on asking me where to find it, unfortunately this keycap set is out of print, but I believe Canon Keys is working with the creator of this set to bring it back in stores on Canon Keys' website, so stay tuned for that. Now, the build process is quite simple. All you really have to do is take off the 8 screws from the bottom of the keyboard, and then you can take off the top part of the keyboard case. But the cool thing about this keyboard is if you did not want to use a plate, you do not have to. The other cool thing is that it supports ISO enter keys and a split spacebar. So after I lubed my Durock V2 stabilizers and installed all my switches, I put this whole keyboard back together. I decided to use plate and case foam, and the plate I'll be using is polycarbonate. Once I did all of that, I put on the keycaps. And overall, the sound profile does sound pretty nice. Here's a quick sound test so you guys can hear how it sounds. My keyboard definitely leans towards the clackier side of things, but I definitely don't mind that. I think it sounds quite nice and feels quite nice as well. Because it is gasket mounted, you do get that even typing experience, but the gasket performance isn't super crazy. I also think that is because I use case foam. Obviously, if you don't use case foam, there's more room for the keyboard to flex, but I don't really like a lot of flex in my keyboard, so this is perfectly fine for me. So the RGB in this keyboard is very bright, and that underglow looks amazing, especially with that polycarbonate bottom. But I will say there are a lot of hot spots when it comes to the RGB. Not too sure if that's going to be changed or not when the final product is released, but I still thought I'd mention it anyways. When it comes to the colors and stuff like that, very vibrant. You can change all of that using VIA, and if you don't change the slider, at default that slider is set to raising the brightness or decreasing the brightness of the RGB underglow. So I think this keyboard has a lot going going for it when it comes to the features side of things, also the looks as well. The build process is a lot simpler than on other budget boards, and it doesn't require a lot of modifications either. Now you can tape mod or force break mod this keyboard, but in my opinion it doesn't really need it. It sounds great right out of the box, the build process only has 8 screws, and it's just very simple to put together. Not to mention, of course, the looks. This keyboard has a very distinct and unique look to it because of that knob and slider on the left side of the keyboard. Overall, I think this keyboard has a lot going for it. It sounds great, it feels great, and has very unique and cool features to it. If you did want to participate in this group buy, I'll be leaving a link to it in the description below for you to check out. But let me know what you guys think about this keyboard in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.